Hi, Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Hi. Hi. I hear you guys. Hello. Hi, friends. In Planet Earth Dating, it's Sunday, March 27th, 2016, Easter Sunday. Phil and Ra here in the Lynn-Life, and a team of Luces are in the Jamie Body Mind. Other teammates are in other dimensions, most of us in the subatomic and most of us in the physical. And we have been continuing to work with a series of body snatchers who have varying degrees of intent, ranging from neediness to outright thuggery, harmful intention.
That's
and
true.
Everything in between, including false friends and white-collar criminals.
That's true.
So we still, however, have the foundational assignment, which is to manifest the divine plan right now, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. So we are approaching the formally videoed portions of today's efforts with that awareness. What now, in order to manifest the divine plan? What now, in order to manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do? Because all these disgusting people breaking into our Search for Truth facilities still isn't enough to take us off the hook when the soul contract is manifest the divine plan no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. That means no matter if people are breaking in and being disgusting.
That's true.
No matter if they're related souls, no matter if they're old teammates, no matter if anything, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. What now, in order to manifest the divine plan? My attention is brought again to the bulb syringe at the base of the expansion zone. And what do I know? Someone is asking. I know that when we were working on this an hour or so ago, that what was coming out of that area was predominantly related souls of our Ra.
That's true.
And that they came out when we were intending to express or expel false friends. And it seems as though the active Team Awakening members in the expansion zone efforts were considering those presences to be friends.
That's true.
And were leaning on them or looking to them for support, more like looking to them for support. And what was happening instead wasn't helpful. And we have been delivering them up. Somebody's saying, and what else do I know? We have been delivering them up to somebody who says that they want to prosecute false friends.
That's true.
And we're just expressing false friends. We're pumping the bulb syringe for the expansion zone, which is the subatomic levels that are smallest that we are currently intersecting with.
That's true.
And so these are the foundational, the bedrock underpinnings of all life.
Yes.
And we are intending to clear false friends from these foundational underpinnings of life. And what's coming up, which makes us sad and makes lots of people sad, are these related souls of Ra predominantly, and some other related souls of other team members.
That's true.
I see some Pauls, for example, related souls of Pauls.
Yes, that's true.
A lot of Ra's, a lot of Pauls, some Josephs.
Some Josephs.
Good guys. All of these are good guys, but they're false friends. They're people who we would, at face value, assume would be people we could look to for support,
That's
guidance,
true.
help, etc. But what's happening is something entirely different.
That's true.
And it's been proven, like the backs of the energy bodies are just
blasted, blown
out,
apart.
just blown apart, destroyed, and we have lots of workers right now rebuilding. But it was these people who did it. So we didn't say, oh, let's now go eject all related souls of Ra and Paul and Joseph. We said, clear false friends, and we're really sad by what happened. But
that's who came up.
That's who came up, and we deliver them upstairs to, we had asked, is there anybody who wants to prosecute false friends who are being hazards on the course in a project of spirit to manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do? And we had many people coming up salivating, baying, like, oh yes, definitely, I want that. And then boom, now they have a room full of Ra's, and those people go yipe, 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 turn tail and run away.
That's true.
They don't want to prosecute Ra's.
No.
What now? Well, what now is to continue to clear them, because it doesn't really matter what happens upstairs.
That's
These
true.
people don't belong here, and they are false friends, and maybe they themselves will have that aha moment when we're just expelling false friends, and they get spit out.
That's true.
You
Then
might
they
say,
have the opportunity to have the moment of, oh my gosh, I fell into that definition.
right. All right, so find presences. Is there anyone upstairs who would like to prosecute false friends?
I feel somebody.
There, I feel somebody. Okay, here they come. And now to express for the deep, the deep subatomic, woohoo, all the false friends. They keep using this word express.
That's true. What
But
it
they
makes
mean-
me think of is dogs' anal glands.
Ah, that's it. That's what it is. Express. Like pressing to get out something icky.
yucky inside.
Yes, express it. And what else do I know? I know that it's important for us to confess, but people often express inappropriately. People who are angry will sometimes just vent.
That's true.
I think somebody's trying to say that we are labeling these presences as false friends out of anger, but you're flipping things out of order. What we did was say, now what we're going to do is clear this search for truth pillar of false friends. Whoever is a false friend, we don't know who that is, and we're going to just intend to shoot them up to justice.
That's true.
And then we ourselves were, some of us,
Surprised
heartbroken.
and heartbroken.
Right, but what's true is still what's true, and it's better to know. What now? What now in order to manifest the divine plan right now? Let's bifurcate once more. All those who really want to know what's actually going on to the central axis of the search for truth pillar, as high up as we can reach, bifurcating, and all others flung away, clearing that space. That clears away that cluster of related souls, of our team members and
That's true.
leaders. They don't want to know.
That's true.
Again, my attention is brought to the projects which we have. We've closed the first. They're calling it bank of projects.
That's true.
Because those were assigned to us with the assignment of discovering what we can do to get people to live their soul plans who don't want to live the soul plan. Since we have in all that's in oppositional defiant disorder, a selection, I think it was supposed to be a representative selection of people who didn't want to live their soul plans, people who had oppositional defiant disorder to their soul plans, was assigned to us as the projects, and they said, okay, now get these people to live their soul plans, and you'll learn a lot, and then you'll be able to know how to get all that is to live its soul plan, and thereby manifest the divine plan, which is the assignment. And we said,
okay.
Yes, can do. We're on it. And we've worked for 8 months, and what we've discovered is that even consolidating so that we're only working on one humanoid, on a backwater planet, in an average universe, that we cannot even get that person to consider living his soul plan for more than a second at most.
That's true.
At a time, and I'd say not more than a minute in total in 8 months.
I don't think so.
Just little flickers that maybe
Flashes.
didn't even hit his conscious mind, but just felt something inside.
That's
a
true.
fleeting emotion that he then squished down as fast as possible.
That's true.
So it isn't going to happen without more interaction from above, and there was very, very limited interaction from above that was helpful in nature.
Yes, that's true.
So we believe that that entire set of projects has been moved off our to-do list, and instead we have these other projects that are abused children, and all that does is give these related souls and other incomers from above a place to practice their awareness and skills and come to terms with reality a little bit at least. And it's not doing anything to manifest the divine plan.
That's true.
What now? To manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. What now? And what do I know? That the latest assignment has been to go up to the next larger physical dimension, which we can do quite easily.
That's true.
And to work with a presence who wants to know what's really going on. And when we limit it to someone who wants to know what's really going on, all we get are babies and children in very difficult situations.
That's true.
What now? In order to manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. This is one way of clearing the airwaves of all those opinion givers.
Because nobody wants to answer that
nobody's
question.
answering. There's no answers at all. It's just quiet,
People
deep
backing
space.
away.
Yeah.
And then it feels very peaceful,
It's very peaceful.
actually.
What now? In order to manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. What now?
What now?
What do I know? I know that no one is answering.
That's true.
And I know that I, Phil, have a good idea what our Ra would do. He's in a bad way right now, but I know what he would do. He would say, it isn't going to happen without a working divine delivery system, and he would say, you can see that, can't you? And yes, I can see that. And he says, and what direction? He would say, and what direction is that working divine delivery system? It's got to be from straight up the central axis, because it's definitely not anywhere off the central axis, because people who don't want to know what's actually going on aren't going to be operating at levels of integrity that are adequate to manifest a divine plan.
That's true.
And I know that down the central axis, it's just lie upon confusion upon filth.
That's true.
So it has to be on the central axis and straight up. That's where a divine delivery system is going to be. And what else do I know? I know that it isn't closer than that fuzzy nebula, because every time we point for a working divine delivery system, it goes to that fuzzy nebula, and there isn't anything between here and there.
Just clear
space.
That's true.
So it's on the other side of that. It's like fuzzy nebula and straight on till morning.
That's true.
What now? In order to manifest the divine plan, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. And for each of us, that's actually the question, because all of us who are at one point in time exempted from the cycles of incarnation have that as our soul plan, to manifest the divine plan no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. What now? Well, the one thing I know about the what now is don't quit.
Well, that's true.
That's clear. Keep going. Keep going.
Straight up and on
Straight
the
up.
central axis, and straight down and on the central axis.
Right.
I know that.
I know that. And clear the space and stay in the light, nothing in the shadows.
That's true.
Straight and narrow. Stay on the straight and narrow. Live clean, live pure. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal.
That's true.
And then begin to move beyond that. Be willing to do the difficult, scary things. Have courage. Speak, live, breathe, think with integrity. Be humble. Be selfless. And trust that there are wiser minds. And do what they say to do. And I know our Ra is a wiser mind. And I can tell you what, I've been working with him long enough that I can tell you what he would do and what he would say to do.
That's true.
And I can do that. So that's the answer to the question of what now, in order to manifest the divine plan. What now is to really ask, because there might be a voice up there, which I doubt, but at least it clears the airspace.
That's true.
And then to say, and what would our Ra do? What would he say to do? What would he say right now? And I can tell what that would be. And then do it.
And then do it.
That's what now. I asked just now, why do we still ask for the work to be graded? And it's more because it gets those viewers to look at the work objectively with a grading eye, and then they look at it and see it for what it is.
That's true.
In a way that they don't see it if we don't ask for the grade.
That's true.
And then they look completely, what is that expression? It's like scared. They look scared. I think they're afraid that if that vibration can't manifest the divine plan,
And what will?
then maybe it can't be manifested.
Right. That could be what they're scared of, what that feeling is.
Because they're afraid, and they're not afraid of us, but
No, they're not afraid of us.
they see our work and they become afraid.
Yes, that's true.